This is the Infinity Summit Group. Truth, passion, success.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Infinity Summit Group podcast. Today is July 24th, 2023, Pioneer Day. Welcome. I'm Noah.
Xavier.
Logan.
Jesse.
And Pioneer Day was, remind me again, that's Independence Day for Utah, isn't it? Basically.
I think it's a Utah.
It's not the day we got our statehood, is it?
No, it's when the pioneers got here, right?
Yeah.
I believe
It's
something
like
like
something
that.
to do with Brigham Young.
So
We looked it
basically
up
the
the
day
other day.
Utah was founded kind of thing?
I think so.
Kind of. If you're not Mormon, they call it Pie and Beer Day.
Oh.
Why? A pioneer's a pioneer. Who gives a shit?
I don't fucking know. Who knows?
Because there was explorers here before them.
Because pie and beer is American, I guess. I don't know.
That's true. Ow. What?
Hit my ankle on this fucking bar.
You just gotta not do that.
Stop hurting yourself.
I know.
So, Pioneer Day. Came over, they said this is the place, and here we are. Couple.
Is it actually where the spot is? Because there's a spot up in Utah. I can't remember exactly the area that it's in, but it's called This Is the Place. And it has a bunch of old, like, buildings and stuff like that. I don't know if they're, like, recreations or if that was, like, untouched property or... Do you guys know?
No.
Not
No
a
idea.
clue.
Okay.
So it's an official holiday celebrated on the 24th in Utah. It's okay. So it's basically we're celebrating the regions of surrounding states originally settled by Mormon pioneers.
Now, the question is, where did they actually cross into the Salt Lake Valley? Because the Salt Lake Valley was, this is the place, but...
It just says it commemorates. Yeah, it commemorates the entry of Brigham Young and the first group of Mormon pioneers into the Salt Lake Valley in 1847. They came from Illinois. Yeah, I don't even know.
So basically, we're just celebrating the pioneers establishing Utah.
Yeah,
Salt Lake.
yeah, the Mormon
Cool.
pioneers.
All right. And they do fireworks today, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's just like the 4th where you can do fireworks. Was it 4 days before, 4 days after, something like that?
Yeah.
Did they actually do fireworks this year? I didn't see
the
any.
fourth?
Oh yeah,
There was a shitload on the
so
4th.
many.
There's just none allowed in Park City.
Oh, I was working
Or
the whole time.
Daybreak, or
I was like
anywhere else.
getting my ass kicked. So
Mm-hmm.
I got out too late to even see anything. They were done by the time I got out of work, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool. So,
It's usually around 10 o'clock.
well, there was a thing where they said no fireworks at all. Like, if you're, like, it's illegal for anybody in the whole state of Utah. And
Who said that? When?
That's just what I heard. I had several different people, but maybe that's just Park City. Because
I was going to say,
Tards.
hot dog.
Yeah, I've seen a shitload of fireworks.
Me too. We did them here too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well,
If you stay late enough, you'll see some behind us.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. They
Well,
always do 'em.
very clearly that wasn't true because you could buy fireworks.
That's what I was confused about. I was like, why is it, what? I don't know. This doesn't make any sense.
Correct.
Dude, there was posts that somebody posted about. They were like, it's unethical to do fireworks because it scares dogs and people with PTSD, and it destroys fish and kills birds. I'm like, this is the
How does it destroy
stupidest shit I've
fish?
ever seen. Because of the debris or something.
Yeah, shut up. That's
Yeah, just stop.
Fireworks are so damn cool.
They're awesome.
Never stop.
Yeah.
I ain't never gonna stop.
Next year I want to go up to Idaho for them because they have like a lava fall that they do on top of a mountain. Jakey said it looks like literal, like the mountain's on fire. It'd be pretty cool.
If you guys ever go to a
Lava
Bees
fall.
game, way cool fireworks for the 24th and the 4th of July.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, well, if you get top seats at the top of the arena, the fireworks are like level with you,
Oh, that's
and they're
sick.
just like at the end of the arena or the the field, so they're close and right there. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Bring your safety glasses.
Yep.
They're building a new arena. Did you know that? Right
Oh,
out
really?
on Bacchus. The new Bees
I've
arena.
actually heard of that.
Oh, that area is gonna get so stuffed.
Yeah, it's going to be
It already is.
shitty.
It's already nasty.
Aren't they putting a college out there and stuff?
The whole
Yeah.
city
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Where is this?
out by Harriman.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like past Harriman a little bit.
Yeah.
So just north of Harriman and south of Magna, putting the city right in there.
Yeah.
West of West Jordan.
Mm-hmm. And there's just
That'd be pretty sweet.
a big city, I think.
It's gonna be called West Jordan.
Wester Jordan.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
It'll be called Second Bingham.
Sure.
That's awesome. Elon Musk is planning on naming Twitter X.
The everything app.
Correct.
So he's actually switching the name. I know I was talking to Jess a little bit before,
Yeah.
but like he's not calling it Twitter X. It's just X.
He's already
It's
made
X.
posts about it, yeah.
Okay.
Just changing the name to X. And there's been some good arguments why you shouldn't do it, but with the way that Elon handles businesses and happens to make them just explode for no reason,
Yeah.
I think it might be not a bad idea to get some stock in that.
I
He
mean,
started paying creators as
Not
well.
financial advice, but yeah.
what
Yeah, he has been.
what would be the argument against renaming it? Like, what's
It's got a brand already.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like very high recognition.
Yeah, they've already got a massive brand under Twitter, and you can do tweets and all this stuff that's specific to Twitter. But
Oh, gotcha.
X, like if someone searches up X, it'll probably bring up porn, you know?
Yeah. Well,
So,
did
not
not
until
think
this gets
about
famous enough, and then that'll be the first search thing.
yeah. Exactly. So,
I say let Twitter die. Let it die. Let it
yeah. Turn on some of that X Factor.
die.
Get her done. But I think that'll be pretty cool. He's got a lot of interesting ideas of what it's going to be about. I'll bet you that's going to be a huge space for crypto.
Hmm.
He was saying himself he wants half of the financial market share of the world on that thing.
Damn.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
You
So it's
mean
gonna
like-
be the new banking system.
It's going to be the everything app.
So you can like exchange like currencies on there and everything.
Yeah, he said anything financial I want to be instant and easily accessible.
Damn.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Fuck, okay. Yeah, that's sick. But
Just dwarf every other
Yeah.
app in existence.
I don't know how he's going to do it, but at the same time, I'm looking at Twitter. I'm like, their market share has gone way down. He changes it to X and starts pushing out these daydreamer things.
Yeah.
Explosion happened with Tesla. SpaceX would have exploded if it wasn't private. SpaceX is private, right?
SpaceX is
Yeah.
private currently.
So that would be exploding if it wasn't private.
Boring
Just like-
company that he owns
yeah.
would probably
Boring company.
go hard.
Mm-hmm.
Are
So-
you buying some stock in it?
It's like I haven't yet. It's still a private company. Twitter is.
Oh.
Right, since he bought it all.
Yeah, he bought it all. So
Kind of crazy. I was just looking at his tweets, and he posted, "If there's a good enough X logo is posted tonight, we'll make it go live worldwide tomorrow."
oh my gosh, that's
Damn.
cool.
That was yesterday.
Didn't he make his own though and post it? And make that
It's his profile picture as an X.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's got it.
So he's just outsourcing it. Like somebody send me a good logo.
That seems like it.
That's pretty
I mean,
cool.
Yeah.
and why would you not?
Exactly.
Because everyone's gonna do shit for you. Everybody likes Elon Musk.
True.
Did he put a monetary gain on that? Or did everyone just want to have their logo be it?
It didn't say anything. He may have reached out and paid them afterwards, but I didn't see anything that would indicate that,
Yeah. I don't know. I think that'd be good. Why not make a change up?
Yeah.
Because technically, he could take over Netflix, all the streaming services, all the financial services, like Noah was saying, everything. So, I see no negatives.
I do, because it's all going to be centralized.
Right, one person owns it all, but
Yeah.
so far he's done pretty all right.
I mean, haven't we already seen that anyway? Like with all the other apps, they all kind of like lean and push a certain thing anyway. Like Netflix, they're just pushing out garbage movies constantly.
Right, but we at least have separate companies. We have a Netflix, we have a Starbucks, we have Facebook and Insta, separate companies. If everything's under X, then
Yeah,
You
but
know?
do you really think he'll be able to take over all that? No.
No.
There's no way in hell people would give up their power.
No, but with his dreams the way that they are, I wouldn't be surprised if it saw a massive explosion in the next few years.
He's very
Sure.
ambitious. For sure.
Yeah, he does good.
Well, especially even when he goes to, what do you call it? Mars. If and when he gets there, he's gonna be the king of Mars.
Yeah.
How does
It's
that
gonna get
work?
ridiculous.
I wonder that. Like, if he gets there, could he just claim the
Well, and why
the
not?
whole planet and be like, "This is my planet"?
Yeah.
What are
we'll
they
see why
gonna
not.
do?
Probably nobody else is there to stop him.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Or will the government be like, "Oh, wait a minute, you can't do that"?
Well, I'm sure they will, but what are they gonna do?
He could just say, "Come
they're not
catch
going
me."
to Mars.
Fund $1 billion mission to send one bomb out there. You know?
Yeah, they would do that.
Uh-huh.
Well, not even that, but like further down the road, like if that becomes a thing, and then space travel becomes, normal. I could see that happening.
It was me.
I think the idea was to create a whole separate system.
Mm-hmm.
Like government, everything. Whole separate.
No, he was named after a character. His dad named him after a character of a book that was the King of Mars. Just throwing that out there. Thought that was neat.
That's pretty crazy.
That is cool.
But I bet it'd end up being some weird shit like Red Rising.
What's that
Everyone
about?
separately. Well, like, there's a central government, but not really if you wanted it different, because what are you going to do? You're on a different planet.
Yeah.
You can't, like, realistically control that.
Depends
It'd be
on how
way
many
too hard.
people are there.
Right,
They-
but once you got it going.
I mean, they have to do so fucking much to even get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Didn't
and they
he
can
talk
only-
about nuking the poles on that one?
Mhm.
Or was that in... No, that was here.
No, that was
No,
Mars.
that was Mars to,
make
create
it
an
livable.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was here.
Yeah, basically nuke the crap out of it and then it'll terraform itself
That's wild.
because it'll heat up the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Melt all the water that's there.
Mm-hmm.
America's starting to make nukes again and all that to pass up China. China and compete with Russia as nuclear. Fun fact.
But why?
Yeah, you've
If
got
you
enough.
can destroy the world once over, then you're good to go, right?
I think that movie inspired them.
Oppenheimer, they're like, man, that was a good old days.
Yeah. That was
Good
fun as
time. Let's
shit.
do it again.
Can you turn my voice down a little bit?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like your headphones?
No, my actual voice. Maybe it is my headphones. They're loud. Thank you.
I still haven't seen Oppenheimer. I'm excited to, though.
Me neither. It looks sick.
It does look good.
And it's got the guy from Peaky Blinders who I like as a character.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never seen that show.
It's pretty good.
Worth it?
I think so.
I've been to Birmingham before.
Really?
Alabama.
Oh. I was like, wait a minute. No, I thought it was a good show. I mean, there's a ton of violence, and then it's kind of like the same thing over and over again. But like, if you like that vibe, it's super cool.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
1920s vibe.
Yeah, gangsters and
Prohibition, all that
Peaky
jazz.
Blinders.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. I like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell their goal is with that though. Because there's only so many nukes that can fly
Man, it
before it's
seems
just
like
over.
overkill. Like,
Of course, that's what
you're
they
just
want.
wasting money at this point.
Yep.
It's the bigger stick. Like, oh fuck, they have a bigger stick. Than
Oh,
us.
you
I
can
have to
shoot
get a
100
bigger one.
nukes.
Yeah, but
We're fucked anyways. Like, what does it
Everybody's
mean?
fucked.
Russia has the biggest nuke stick right now.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's known. They gotta have crazier shit.
Yeah. I'm sure. We allegedly just got rid of all of our chemical weapons officially as well. Allegedly.
Believe that.
Officially.
Yeah. Destroying them.
As by the books, they are gone.
Yeah. Just as my
That's what I
guns
hear.
have been sunk in the boat crash. Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
No thanks on the nukes. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
The stupid thing about all that shit is, too, getting rid of it, is like, you're not getting rid of how to make it. It'd take you like an hour to figure it out. Like, oh, got it, go make another one. How long's that going to take you? Because they're going to keep all this shit on hand.
Yeah.
The chemical weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You're going to keep everything you need to do everything on hand, just in case.
Well, they're not gone anyways.
Yeah.
Our government is fucking liars.
Yeah.
Every one of them is. They're like, oh, on paper, it's not here. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
Who are you guys thinking about? Are you thinking like RFK, Trump, or DeSantis? Or do you guys have other opinions about it for the 2024 election?
Not DeSantis.
I agree with
If
that.
I've got to listen to that many speeches that a president does with that, oh my God.
I thought you guys liked him before.
We like him.
But guess
not
what?
as a president?
He produces fake news.
Really?
Yeah, that
Yep.
too.
Fake videos, fake AI of Trump. And that's an instant no because he's so against fake news and then produces it. Nope.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
I've heard good things about Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't know
I've
who
heard
he is,
good
but
things
I've heard
about him
good
too,
things
yeah.
about him. I know nothing about him, so
Me neither.
but
But yeah, the way DeSantis talks too is literally one tone, zero emotion.
It's like Joe Biden, but Joe Biden's more entertaining.
Welcome back, the freedom of America. We are here to destroy the liberals. You know, there's zero fucking inflection. Same, and I'm just like, I can't listen to hour-long speeches like that.
Doesn't
No
get
way.
anyone motivated or excited
Nothing.
for nothing.
Yeah.
No speaking charisma.
I haven't seen enough of any of the candidates to really make a decision.
yeah. So far it'd be Trump.
Yeah, I think
Then
Trump.
second place.
I like RFK
DeSantis.
quite a bit.
I like RFK if he can stay away from my guns.
Yep, everything besides the guns. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought Trump. This is just a rumor I heard. I didn't look it up or anything. But didn't he Isn't he a criminal now or something like that?
No, no, it's all bullshit. It's
'Cause-
just like the Russiagate scandal. It's all bullshit.
Oh, okay.
That's why he's not in cuffs. That's why there's just nothing to it.
Somebody's like, yeah, he can't even run. He's like a criminal now.
He can
it's
run.
Not
but
true.
They're trying to make it where he can't run,
They're doing their damnedest.
but he can run for now.
Yeah, and he will be a runner of it, I would imagine.
They did indict him for sexual assault in New York.
Did they?
Yeah, which nothing's happened.
Nothing
Indictment
happened.
means nothing too. It doesn't mean shit.
I mean, there's a good possibility he would win again.
I bet he did. Or he would, if.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about Trump, he came out and did the speech about any drug dealer of any kind, kill him,
He said that.
like death penalty. Yeah,
yeah, I don't agree with
That's
that.
fucking
and I was
crazy.
like, okay, that's a big turnoff because I disagree. I think drugs should be legal, but all right.
That's a little tough.
Philippines did
Yeah.
that a while ago. It's like death penalty for any drugs.
Serious?
Philippines?
Oh, yeah. And, like, you can kill him. If you see a drug dealer, just shoot him.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They're coming for the
crazy as
purge.
fuck.
I think
Yeah.
Bali did something like that
I
too.
guess they don't have a drug problem anymore.
Wow. Yeah.
Bali's pretty freaking ridiculous with it too.
That's crazy.
There were, I don't remember what government or what country it was, but there was some. They just came up with this massive prison. One second, you guys keep talking while I figure this out.
Was it Singapore that'll also fuck you up for drugs?
Singapore gives
Singapore.
no fucks. They
Yeah.
are so strict.
Mm-hmm.
Like even I think you can't chew gum on the street. If you litter, it's like jail time. Like
Good lord.
they don't give a shit.
They,
Okay.
I'm, like,
You'll be a
100%
good
sure they
citizen and you'll
cane
like
people
it.
over
Yeah,
there,
basically.
too.
What's it say?
They, like, cane people over there, too, which is fucking crazy.
Nice.
Cane people?
You know, canings do need to happen sometimes.
Or
I
is that
think.
just whacking people with canes?
Yeah.
They beat 'em?
Beat the
Yeah.
shit out of them with a cane, yeah.
Or in the middle,
Okay,
you just
so-
lash them. That's fucking crazy.
So it's El Salvador. The president came out and essentially said we're going to war with the gang members. So they built a prison. They can house up to 40,000 inmates, and I'm seeing another one that says 70,000 gang members, which is 2% of their population.
Holy shit.
And they're just cracking down on it. They got them all bent over. They're all blindfolded at all times. They're like, it's fucking insane, the videos.
That's like
Yeah.
a step from genocide. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Purge, baby, purge.
Is that still happening in the Philippines?
it's El
El
Salvador.
Oh.
It's like, it's a new thing that they're doing.
Oh, okay.
And they're just like, oh yeah, none of you people are fucking here.
No one's safe.
You gotta watch videos on it. It's like, holy shit. That's a crazy deal.
I kind of love that, though. Governments that are like, we have a problem, and it's not good for society. all right, let's set all of our resources on it.
Yeah.
Let's fuck it up one problem at a time, you know?
Right.
Yeah. There's been a bunch of humanitarian like people coming out against it, but
I don't know.
it's El Salvador. They're like, fuck you.
They're
We're
all
doing it.
criminals. What do you do?
Yeah, I think it's
Just-
good. They're killing people out in the streets. Send them away.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect.
For drugs, though? That's pretty fucked.
No, the gang members.
Oh, gang member. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
So gang banging.
They're
Who knows what
rounding
they're
up
doing?
all the gang members.
I like that.
Yeah. I find nothing wrong with it.
Get rid of it.
As long as they're not abusing the shit out of them, I think that's bad.
I guess, okay, so Singapore drug possession, like any amount of drugs, is 10 years,
Holy
maximum
shit.
10 years in prison, or a fine of 20,000, or both.
That's good.
Yeah,
It's crazy. There's countries out there that just don't take any shit.
yeah.
They just, we
Just
don't like
kill
it. It's
ya.
not happening. Yeah.
Isn't Dubai kind of like that too? Like they've got pretty
Yeah, they haven't had
strict
like
rules.
a car stolen in like 30 years, but it's because they have so fucking many cameras.
Well,
So
there's nobody.
You're screwed.
You can't even live there if you're poor. So like nobody
Yeah,
would
that's
steal
where all
shit
the
anyway.
rich people go.
Well, even I've seen speeding. Since they have so many cameras everywhere, your license plate is hooked to your credit card. You get caught
Huh.
speeding, immediately charged to your account.
Holy shit.
They're
Like,
also
it's-
rich, dude. They don't give a
I was
shit.
gonna say like
I know,
what?
but it's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's like a surveillance state from hell.
It's
Yeah.
just like Japan or South Korea.
Yeah, those
Same
they're
damn
bad.
thing.
Is
That's
Japan
why.
that bad too?
Yeah,
I thought
that's
they
why
were
they're-
kind of like freer.
Depends.
Not in that aspect. You can look it up, but
They're clean and nice, but yeah, there's just so many cameras that's
you can leave your stuff around and it won't get stolen. But everything about you is known by the government. So pros and cons to both.
Yeah, I think I've seen something on South Korea. We're coming up on like more cameras than people, which is nuts.
That's awesome.
Oh, we have more cameras than people in the U.S. too, but
Right, but like
surveillance cameras,
sur-
like
government cameras watching you.
yeah, it's a lot.
Where do they store that? That's the question.
Huge servers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huge.
huge servers in the U.S. That place in West
Probably.
Jordan, right off 90th and Bangor.
TSA
Yeah, it's kind of
building or
weird to look
whatever.
at.
Yeah,
NSA.
massive cybersecurity
Yeah.
storage.
I remember when they were building that thing. There was like a big hoo-ha about it. People didn't like it.
Kind of a weird building. It's got like no windows and shit, doesn't it?
Which one are you guys talking about? You're talking about the one off 90th and Bangor there?
By Eagle Mountain, kind of.
Oh, he's talking
I know what
he's
you're
a
talking
different
about.
one.
It's been a long time.
You're talking about the NSA building down there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They stored all of our data, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a cop parked out right in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this other one you're talking about? I don't think I've seen that.
So if you're on Bangor, you get off 90th. It's on the right, kind of near Dunford Donuts, and it's just a massive, like, private cybersecurity building.
Oh.
They were saying, I think they were saying that each server room brings in 20 million a week or 20 million a month. It was some ridiculous number.
Money?
They're just bringing in stacks. Yeah, they had tight security. I delivered some dishes to them one time, and they had security check us out. Like, we had to go through a couple layers of security to get in and just set some fucking dishes down.
That's cool.
Security to get out. It was wild.
That's intense.
Yeah, that's
But
wild.
it's a pretty locked down building. It's all fenced around, security code gates,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was wrong about South Korea, by the way. It's 51 million people live there, but they've got 1.46 million CCTV cameras. But it also said they're adding tens of thousands every year.
Nice.
Okay, well, you see, that's a lot. Because in all of Utah, we don't even have close to 1 million CCTV cameras.
No.
Oh, at least like the UDOT traffic system, right? I can look at it on the road, and you've got, I don't know, you probably have 200 to 300 in all of Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not that many.
No.
Oh yeah, and it was by the government, not any like private
Not any private
ones.
businesses?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's wild.
That's a lot.
What do you guys think about that? Pro
Love it.
or against?
I'm against it.
I'm against it.
Yeah.
Sure,
don't-
people can get away with more shit, but at the same time, people can get away with more shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a freedom.
Yep.
I don't want to be watched constantly. Like that. No thanks.
Yeah, it's kind of a
You
weird
already
deal.
are.
Yeah, but
Every time you're on your phone.
They're doing weird shit with Wi-Fi too. I don't know if you guys have seen anything like that.
Like
Uh-uh.
what?
But I don't know how they do it, but they can like watch you in real time through your Wi-Fi signal that's bouncing around in your house.
Like
they set up,
Bruv.
no,
Like
not infrared.
like sonar with Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
That's
like
dope.
so somehow they get the AI hooked up to where it like maps how it bounces and moves, and then they can like get the AI to display what people are doing in your house like real
Holy
time,
fuck.
just based on your Wi-Fi.
That's intense.
They're just gonna see my wiener flopping all the time. So go ahead.
Yeah. Take this.
Hey FBI.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. They're doing some crazy shit with AI.
Oh yeah. I think it's cool.
It's way cool, but it's crazy.
I've saved a shit ton of videos on our Instagram about ways to make money from home and with AI.
Dude, I've seen a lot of
Cool
neat stuff
stuff.
with AI. Like
Yeah,
people
dude.
doing like all their lawyer shit. Cool.
People just write books. They literally put in the AI, write a book about or write a children's book about this. Writes a whole book. Copy and paste that into a book. Okay, illustrate for this book. AI illustrates. They put it on Amazon or Kindle Direct Publishing on Amazon. Boom, boom, boom. Just pound out children's books like crazy.
Dude, you can make music. They can say like take this voice and make songs with it about
Yeah.
like this certain subject. It'll make a whole song.
That's cool.
It's insane. And some of them are halfway decent too. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
It's only
Pretty-
gonna get better.
pretty crazy.
Well, cool thing, you can put data into it too. Like I've seen someone doing it with an Excel sheet. They like linked like Excel sheet into there and said make a precise document on what's the information in this, and it just populates someone's report. Takes 30 seconds.
So cool.
I
The
know.
the weird thing about it is how quickly it exploded. Because it feels like it was this year, where it's just like, now everything is AI.
It's been the year for AI for sure.
It's insane. Well, what does 10 years bring of it? Makes me wonder.
I don't know, but
Everyone gets a personal
every
AI.
time someone's putting something in, that thing's just learning more.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna get exponentially better.
So is it all corrugated under one system, one AI?
Currently, there's
No.
Well, most people use ChatGPT,
There's multiple
but
AIs,
there are
but
multiples.
yeah, that's the most popular one, ChatGPT.
How do you even access that? I wonder if it's
Just
an
look it
app.
up.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you have
Really?
to buy it?
You do have to pay for it.
It's
I
like
think there's a
$10 or
free
something?
version, but you do have to pay for it if you want to use it like regularly.
Weird.
But they have art ones and stuff. Because we were playing D&D, and we wanted to like make up a monster, so you type in "make a monster," and it'll just make a monster. It's kind of cool.
That is
And
sick.
you get like a dope drawing of it and everything. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
that is
cool.
crazy.
Show you guys some pictures I took in my truck and typed it in. Let me find them real quick. It like redesigned my truck and shit. It's pretty cool.
You have ChatGPT?
No, it's
GPT?
called Wonder.
Okay.
Another AI.
Yeah, it's an AI like art generator.
That's sick.
I've
Dude, they're
seen-
starting to implement that into video games to where you can have real,
Oh, yeah.
like, live conversations with the AI in the video game.
That'd be fucking cool.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
It's
Can
weird.
you imagine you're in Skyrim? I want you to die.
Yeah.
Give me all your money. No.
Take NPCs to a whole nother level.
Oh, dude, that'd be so dope.
That'd be insane.
Well, they'll have it to where you can move however you want, and the other AI will act accordingly, like a sword fighting game. If you
Oh,
make a move and they
sick.
take a step with you or some crazy shit.
That'd be hard though. They're gonna have to nerf the AI hard.
Oh yeah.
Humans
Yeah.
don't hold a candle to that shit.
But could you imagine? You could get legit good at like fighting.
Yeah, that's true.
Within a
Like,
video
yeah.
game.
Virtual
Well, yeah.
kung fu.
If you got like
With the VR, you're saying?
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah, can you like
be
boxing?
fun,
You just
yeah.
put on boxing gloves that are the AI or the
That has the
VR?
sensors in them.
uh-huh.
That'll
like-
probably be the new version of boxing and everything. I bet that stuff will
Um,
eventually get taken
Oh
out.
yeah, they'll take out the human.
Yeah.
Well, all training too. Any kind of training will go that way. I've seen welding training, like people learning to weld. They just put on VR glasses with a little
Wow.
block,
That's
and they're
cool as
learning
shit,
to weld
dude.
doing that.
Well, yeah,
way
a lot of it for piloting is in AI, kind of.
It's on a simulator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even
That's
you
so
would lose
weird.
way less resources,
Yeah.
so you could learn how to, like I said, weld and not use any metal. And you can use the
Wow.
same program 100 times for 100 different people. It'd be badass.
That's exactly how it is for a pilot. When I go to the airlines, they'll put me on a simulator for a few months Once I pass all my tests on the simulator, my first flight in a real jet is going to be with passengers.
What? Crazy.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's insane.
It's going to be sick. But these simulators are so accurate that it's just the same thing.
So they have no, like, practice big plane?
No. You go straight from a sim into a flight.
All right. Hell yeah.
You know, it's worked out so far, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, they got a damn good system. Well, they're full motion simulators. Like, you can't really tell the difference except it's a screen.
So it'll move with you and everything?
Oh, yeah, they're big-ass ones that you go get into.
Okay.
And it'll move around and
That's so
turbulence, everything. Yeah, it's sick.
I mean, that saves a shit ton on gas, right?
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, everything.
Yeah, it wouldn't be viable to train them in an actual jet. Too expensive.
Yeah.
So it's all
Huh.
for me. It's going to be all simulator training until I get to the airlines. From here on out.
Nice.
So
Mhm.
weird.
That's cool.
Yeah, it'll be sick. I'm excited.
Do they count
Yeah.
that as flight hours?
Yeah,
Really?
you can count it as flight hours when you're in that level of a sim. Hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah.
It would make sense if that's the direct correlation of it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty sick.
That's definitely the way the world's heading, towards being
Yeah.
able to simulate everything before you go do it real.
Yeah. Cool thing about pilots though is they're always going to be needed in case the AI decide to shit the bed. Just like,
Yeah.
And turn that off, and now we're flying. You know.
Same with cars.
How real do you
People like
guys
to drive.
think
Yeah.
the fear is for AI, like of it, taking over control? Not being evil, but the whole thing with AI is like they've got a mission and they're gonna do whatever it takes to complete it.
I didn't really think it would be like a real thing until seeing how quickly this AI blew up. Then I'm like, I think it could have potential maybe 50 years down the road, not anytime soon. But not in like a bad way, just it runs everything.
I mean, some AI are starting to get pretty conscious. Yeah, the one
They get
AI.
mad and shit.
Yeah, the one AI they put on a conveyor belt job, and it just committed suicide. Just fell down, died after a few minutes.
Goes
Like,
just like
nah.
fuck this.
Yeah. So it's definitely getting some personality. Be
Yeah.
interesting.
And who knows, maybe we haven't even heard about that, but it's already happened.
Yeah.
Some like AI robot getting pissed off and taking people out. Who knows?
There's
They
that
have
one-
had to turn some AIs off, I know, because they started expressing negative emotions towards humanity.
Yeah, and they just shut them
creepy,
down.
dude.
Go ahead.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That girl one with like the girl face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she started getting like upset on an interview or something. They were like, "What the fuck?"
We didn't program this, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a legit threat. It would make sense. I don't know how it couldn't be.
Just saying, like it's awesome because it's gonna like help us produce a lot faster. But like, what's
Yeah.
the danger of that?
Robotics and AI are going to start having rights.
Yeah.
That's where it's going.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They're gonna
I
have
bet
they're
they
gonna
will.
have voting rights. They're gonna get all of these other rights in the next 50 to 100 years. Oh yeah,
I definitely
think?
found that,
because
yeah.
they're gonna be their own entities, and they are gonna fight for themselves in court. They're gonna gain consciousness, of a kind, and be able to be. They can just download the fucking law and be like,
Yeah.
okay, I have this, this, and this that like a human does. Boom, give me my rights.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll
That'll be
start
trippy.
suing governments for their own rights.
Correct.
That would be.
I'm tired. I want to go home. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This shit ain't right.
I was reading a book that was like a sci-fi book, so they create their own AIs. They just made like a new AI, but the first thing the AI did, because it's got all the information, is rewrite its own code so that its creators couldn't mess with it anymore. That's kind of neat, because it
Boom.
would have the ability to completely rewrite itself,
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
and then you'd have no control over it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll have them in the military and the police and everything.
Yeah.
Which I
Right.
don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I don't know how the kill codes and like shutdown works for that, but I would not be surprised if in the not so far future they fought for their rights and won.
That would just be bizarre.
Well, you think about it, people are like, we're trending in a direction where everything, every living thing, and every animal, every person, anything with a consciousness has certain rights
Yeah.
and protections under the law. AI is just the next step. It's just human created consciousness.
And they'll give them all the rights because what are you going to do? Tell a robot no?
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out. You going to put them in a jail cell? That's not gonna stop a robot.
Yeah, as soon as people figure out that these things can learn, can experience, have emotion, whatever, then
Yeah, or at least approximate it well enough.
correct.
That they're gonna give it.
Well, at
Just
the
weird.
baseline of science, that's what we are. We're a series of functions that create emotions and hormones and all this other shit.
Right.
We're just advanced computers at the base level with a soul, right?
Yeah.
So who's to say an AI cannot have a soul? That's not up to us.
Nobody. Yeah. That is a weird thought, dude.
We just create the base for life, and then the soul comes. Yeah.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. For real. So I don't think it'll necessarily be a war. It might be something like a race war or something for a while as people get used to it, but
Yeah.
it's going to be the flow of how everything else has gone. They're eventually going to have rights.
Get more Amish.
Correct.
I believe we got a lot more people like that don't want anything to do with any kind of
Oh
electronics.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, once that starts happening, they're going to be all, nope. I'm going to go live off the grid.
Yeah.
Huh.
That'd be
I
wild.
wouldn't be surprised if that happened in the next 10 years
Yeah.
with how fast it's going. The AI, we just don't have robotic bodies to keep up with them right now.
Right.
Right, but if they keep learning at the speed that they are, it's very
They'll help
likely
us
they
create
could.
those bodies.
Yeah, they could make it themselves.
Correct.
That'd be sick in
And then
military, though.
that will beg some fucking crazy questions about the origins of humanity.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So AI gains consciousness, starts learning right and wrong, emotions, all this other shit. They help create their own bodies. Who's to say we didn't do the same?
Yeah, but imagine
but-
like a robot assisting a woman in giving birth, and then it's just taking too long, and they just fucking rip it out. Be kind of weird.
I'm sure there's going to be crazy mistakes and stuff
That's the
along
thing.
the way.
I don't want that.
It's gonna get wild up in here.
The wild, wild west. Yeah.
Like,
They're going to be interesting consequences.
My question is, could they? Well, I guess it's not my only question, but could they like figure out a solution to immortality for humans?
yeah, turn us into robots.
That's possible. That's the way we're headed, is being able to transfer consciousness, right?
Into
But
like a different body.
As far as I know, you can't transfer a soul yet.
No, that would be the tricky thing.
Yeah. So it might transfer into an AI with all the memories and everything that you had, but with not your soul.
Which they are doing some companies, like Facebook. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can transfer all like your family's old posts if they've died and like talk to them through an AI.
Yes.
Yeah. I
don't
Yes,
like
you
that.
can.
I don't like that.
It's fucking
I actually
weird.
looked into that to find Grandpa's voice and have that in a voice recording for Dad. That would be cool.
That would be a little crazy.
And have it make up like a couple of sayings or something.
Well, you can do it right now too for yourself. It'll have you say like 50 words or whatever, and then it can simulate anything that you want it to say. It's
Ah, it's just-
crazy.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It is cool though.
What was that one movie? The movie where they had stacks.
iRobot.
No, it was a stack that they put in their spine, and you can like take your stack out and transfer stacks. And
I think I've heard.
I
I
forgot
don't
what
know
it was
what it's
called.
called, but
Big
It
Hero
was
6.
so cool. Big Hero 6.
they do have the stacks, dude.
is it like Cyberpunk or Blade Runner?
No, it wasn't either of those. It was a cool one. I'll have to remember the name. But basically, your whole consciousness is held in a stack, a little metal thing. And if your stack is crushed or destroyed, then you're gone. But you can transfer your stack between sleeves, is what they call it, which was bodies. They created bodies. Like the rich, the wealthy had a ton of bodies created for themselves. So when their current one dies, then they just transfer into another stack. And they had some of them where as soon as if their stack was blown out, like it was constantly updated every couple hours or whatever, to their satellite, their own personal satellite they bought, and that was downloaded to their personal facility of bodies. So if their stack was blown out, then they just transfer into another body and they lose the last 6 hours, whatever.
That is cool.
It was trippy, but then you got people that were like 400, 500 years old,
Sure.
just chilling, and then had people who couldn't afford another sleeve, and so when they die, they take out their stack and just put them in storage, basically.
Yeah, until your family can afford another one.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
It was crazy. Or they would go rent bodies for a day. Like there was one, they rented a body for a day. It was their grandma.
Ew.
Yeah. So they rented. It was a male body that they rented. Just some fucking outlaw male rented his body for a day, put the stack in, and she was hanging out with the family. And then she's like, I don't want to be spun back up next year. Don't just let me die. Wow. That was wild. That's crazy fucking movie, but so cool. It was a series, I think.
It's a pretty accurate concept of what's to come. I believe it.
Yeah.
Space Odyssey.
Except for the soul, like you said, they couldn't do that.
Elysium?
No.
Okay. That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm. I'll find it.
Video games would be
Altered
fucking
Carbon.
crazy.
That's what it's called.
Nice.
It's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
sick.
Yeah. I'm more excited for video games. Video games are going to be fucking crazy.
Oh, video games are going to be cool.
Imagine
I
all
think
the
they might
toys.
get too realistic where people
Oh, yeah. People will live
start
in
going
them.
to the light side instead of the dark side. Because I think a person's natural reaction is to not fuck everybody up. Except in video
Yeah.
games, you're like, oh, there's no consequences. Let's be the bad guy, whatever.
I don't
But if
know.
you start getting AI that interact back with you,
Yeah, you might get more people who like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah, might be like, I'm gonna choose the good side.
Yeah, that's.
Just
But you
to
also
not-
probably get people that live in it.
Yeah.
Like, I just hate this. Put me in a game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll live here until I starve or some shit out of the game.
Yeah.
Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sword Art Online, all of it. Crazy stuff.
That could get wild.
That's still a few years away.
Yeah, but you know how cool it'd be to just hop in a VR with all the boys and you just go fucking fight a dragon or something?
Dude,
That'd be so cool.
Now that'd be cool.
that would be sick.
Have no
have you
consequences
seen
fighting a dragon.
the new realistic Minecraft that's came out? It's like legit, real world everything.
Well, I've seen the ray tracing stuff. That
No.
That's pretty sick.
It's different. It's like all the water, you put TNT in it, it like splashes over. Everything is so legit. Water droplets.
That's the ray tracing stuff.
Is that what it
I
is?
think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Ray tracing and realistic. Like they add a couple different mods onto it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
The ghast was all bloody and chunky and like swollen. It was like
Oh, I haven't
actually
seen that.
fucking creepy and cool.
That would be cool to
They
play
do
like
need
that.
to make an adult Minecraft. Oh my god.
That's what that is, dude. I'm
R-rated
telling you.
version.
Oh.
The creepers are like bright green and
Ah.
it's like all
Yeah.
cracked. It's so cool.
Because the people who grew up on Minecraft are now adults or getting into
Yeah.
adulthood, so that would be so sick.
Yeah.
That'd be
Make a
cool.
horror Minecraft. Oh my god.
That would be
That'd
so
be fun.
intense.
Yeah.
I'd play the shit out
The
of it.
game already scares the fuck out of you sometimes. You hear that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck.
That's true. Just imagine if it's just this warped ass coming at you.
No, do you know what it's called?
Especially in VR.
Or something that
The
whispers at
realistic
you.
Minecraft, I'm not sure.
Or is it just realistic Minecraft?
That's what I would look
I
up.
mean, especially VR. You're just walking into your house looking around.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It'd
Yeah.
scare the fuck out of you. It'd
Yeah.
be so fun.
That'd be way fun.
Let me see.
I'm excited. I'm just ready for another Skyrim.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a
That's
while
what I
still.
They said it's
Yeah.
pushed out 5 more years, I think.
I'm still playing the old one.
I mean, next time they put it out, it might be like all interactive.
Yeah. I'm just looking for that multiplayer, baby.
Yeah, that would be
Where
so
you can
fun.
play with the boys locally or
That'd be
online.
so fun.
My phone is struggling to load it because it's kind of blurry, but it's like that, but way good.
That's rugged, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Fucking weird,
That's a
dude.
nasty gas.
that's not what I was picturing.
No, but it's like
Is this a new game or just a mod for it?
it's.
But
I
it's
don't.
just a
I've just
mod.
seen it on someone's PC, and everyone keeps on commenting. Bro's got to give back NASA's PC. Kind of funny. But yeah, it's like that, but super clear. My phone was being weird.
Yeah, so I'm predicting AI will start fighting for their rights probably before they start getting bodies.
Which would be trippy.
Yeah.
How would you even do that though? Because it's not like I don't know. Just how would that make sense? How could you have the AI there? Like, where would it be? Just fucking everywhere?
It exists on the internet.
Just
Yeah.
wherever a computer is? Just like,
Yeah.
Hello.
If
Yeah,
it's installed, I guess.
They know more than any of us right now on Earth, probably all of us combined.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you get one of those in court, and how do you fight it? It'll threaten to shut down your internet or something. Like,
Yeah.
Shut down your country.
you want the
Give me
courthouse to be
rats.
lit on fire? You're gonna give me my rights. All right.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Well, and everything hooks to the internet now. Everything. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
just have access to everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Hard segue though. Bessie, you were talking about a new business idea you had.
Yeah, so we had Dalton on a few weeks ago, and he talked about dental consulting. And I thought, hey, I thought I could do that with paint. And then I forgot about it for a few weeks. And then just recently I thought about doing it again. So I've been collecting like numbers and stuff from other painters to see what they do. Because currently, so the average painter's salary in the U.S. or let's go Utah is about between $44,000 and $60,000 a year.
This is an auto painter, right?
Auto painter, yeah, which is ass.
Yeah, that's not much.
Terrible. I know of 3-4 painters that make upward almost $200,000 a year.
Mhm.
So, the idea it would be to go and show painters how to be more efficient and produce more work, as well as waste less paint.
Mm.
Because shops, you're required by OSHA, you have to have a 55-gallon drum for paint disposal for extra paint. Because you got to overmix your paint so that you have enough
Mhm.
for every car. And we use our extra, but a lot of shops don't. They just dump it, which that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
Auto paint's expensive as shit.
yeah, so some of our more expensive paints toners are $300 for like 12 ounces.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I know. So we figure a 55-gallon drum, people fill up every year or two with excess paint, and that's between $25,000. So so I'm looking into that, seeing how about reducing those numbers. That's just paint, not including disposal, anything of that sort. So we've been looking into what we do, how we do it, why we don't waste paint. It's because we use it all for bases, and how much we waste every week, like extra we make.
Mhm.
Then I've got Daniel, and he works at Caliber, and we've seen how much paint he wastes. So I'll have more than just me and my dad and Daniel, or more than just me. So I'll have 3 there, and we figure. So we waste like 50 ounces a week. Daniel wastes close to 90, so which is over a gallon of paint a week,
Mhm.
which is wasted. Which that's a few $100, you know.
Yeah.
And knowing that most painters make $40,000 a year, that's half of your painter's salary. So I'm trying to. I don't quite know how I'm gonna pitch it yet, but that's just another bullet in the chamber. Is like, look, you're losing this much money. This is how much they're producing. I know I can get you to produce more.
Mhm.
So what would you charge for something like that?
A lot.
Yeah.
Probably, I'd like to, depending on how it works, because hopefully I'll have the opportunity soon here. So James is our general manager, or regional manager, which is our cousin. A few of the shops in Gerber, they don't do so hot. So, provided he's down with it, and I can get their painter on board, I'll be going down there in a few weeks to go and see if I can improve their numbers. So I'll have like a baseline, tried it. And then it would be tens of thousands, probably $30,000-$40,000, because realistically you'd save that much in months.
Mhm.
So
Dang. That'd be cool.
yeah, I've been
So how many people do you have on board with you that are going to do it?
me.
Just you? Nice.
Mhm.
Shit.
I've had my dad and Daniel helping, but they just enter shit in the computer for me.
Yeah.
And really, it's like no work on my part coming up with how to do things. I just have to write down what we do.
Yeah.
Because my dad and the other Dan Kelch and Jake Kelch, they spent 25 years coming up with this already.
Yeah.
So I just got to write it down and sell it.
You don't have a non-compete signed with Gerber or anything, do you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Or like
Because I can switch companies whenever. I know lots of people do it.
Oh, okay. And you're fine to take whatever you learned.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Fuck yeah.
Would you
That'll
like
be
get a
epic.
business license to do this?
Yeah. I mean, I want to try it out.
See about consulting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I do. I mean, after I figured things out and maybe talked to some independent body shops and seen if they'd be interested, then I would spend the time on it.
Get a patent on that idea quick.
I don't know if
I
you
don't
can
know.
patent that idea. That's more of just like consulting, making sure that, or getting their process more efficient,
Yeah.
showing how he does it.
Right. So we've been doing the numbers, or I have been, and we figure to make $100,000 a year before taxes, this is all pre-taxes. You'd have to flag. Oh, I have it right here. It's like 20 hours a day, which is an abysmal amount. Like I could do that messing around. It's not hard. Oh shoot, I'm in the wrong program. But
Flag 20 hours is.
okay, so we get a certain amount of hours per job that we do, so per car. So let's say a bumper, we're painting just a brand new bumper. They charge 3.9, we get paid 3.9 hours. So it takes us an hour, we get paid 3.9,
Oh, okay.
and we get $25 currently per labor hour, so we get $100 for painting that bumper. So, let's see, what we figured here is you'd have to flag, 20 hours a day at $19.50 per labor hour, which is low. And that's really easy to make $100,000 a year. And that's messing around. And we currently at my shop, me and my dad do between 50 and 80 a day. So it's not, I think I can get people's numbers up to that,
Yeah.
Maybe not 50 to 80.
Or at least close.
Yeah, at least
Even
up
if you get
10.
them up to 30.
Yeah, it would increase their salary, $50,000 if they could do that consistently. And then also, so we also get paid based on our paint percentages, so profit percentage on our paint. So Gerber's goal is 42% profit on paint, and we consistently hit between 60 and 65% profit. So we would also work on getting their profit numbers up and teaching them how to do that. And then with that, it would also get the manager on board, because managers, they make bonus based on profit percentage in their shop. So that way, if the painter's not on board, because a lot of painters think they're the best in the world, they're
Yeah.
not willing to, take a little bit of input. If you get the managers on board to hound them, so it's not just, you're not relying on one person to make it happen,
Yeah, you're going to need to go around and talk to the shops about it, get them to hire you, and then go in and show them how it's done.
So what I do is, Uncle Sam works for Valley. It's a local company. He knows the owner. I don't know, but I try and reach out to him and see if they can get me a meeting with their boss.
Yeah.
And I'd come with my numbers and
Show the numbers that you changed with this other shop you're going to go to. Just document everything and show them, hey, we produced this X amount more in this many months.
Yeah, and ideally I will have him on a Google Doc, and he'll continue on an Excel spreadsheet, and he'll continue on tracking his numbers after I leave.
Yeah.
And then I can add other painters to that so they can see. So they have like a baseline for what other shops in the area are doing.
Yeah.
So be like, okay, if they're doing this many hours, I should be able to do that. Try and get people more motivated that way.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that'll be kick-ass.
Heck yeah.
So what do you think you could pull in monthly from that?
It depends. So if I did it realistically how I wanted, which I'm still figuring out how I'd want to sell it in price-wise. But let's say I go Dalton's way, where you talked about they were charging $50,000. I would just do one week a month, $50,000, and just do 12 shops a year until I hired more people, or I wanted to like really get after it,
Yeah.
Damn.
What's the
Sounds like a
timeline
really good
for
idea.
this?
Huh?
What's the timeline for this? Like, when would you be planning on starting?
Soon, so hopefully within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be going down to one of Gerber's shops to help them out.
Sick.
Because I already know they have a problem with their current painter, because he just doesn't do enough. He was bitching about that to my dad the other day, so I think he'll be really, really easy to convince to get me to go down there for a week and try and clean it up for them.
So you would essentially teach them and do the work with them for a week.
Mhm. Yeah, and I
charge them the price.
Yeah, and so I've got it all written down. I try and make a procedure, how things should look, so people can you staple it on the wall or some shit, so every once in a while they can look at it and
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep it in their brain.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a fucking great idea.
That'll be sweet.
Yeah, I don't know how realistic it is, and I'm trying really hard not to be excited about it, but I'm excited about it.
Of course.
Yeah. You'll have to
So-
keep us updated on how that's going.
Yeah. Pretty stoked. I mean, my dad and the other painter, Dan, they've talked about this for years. They said, because I brought it up to my dad, and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, we've thought about it, but we just, they never did anything.
Bro, take action on that shit.
So yeah, I have been,
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Hell yeah.
Let us know how we can give you a hand in it
Well, I'm pretty stoked.
or invest
Yeah.
in
Like
your
to give it a
company.
try. It cost $0 for me.
I'll put
My
$100
startup
down
would
for
be zero.
10%
Yeah,
of
there
the
won't be,
company.
won't be any upfront costs outside of an LLC.
Yeah, it would all be just me going places.
Yeah. And you'd be an independent contractor at that point, 1099, so that's
Mm-hmm.
that can get expensive, but it's
Right, but-
it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you're pulling in $50K a month, that won't matter.
Yeah. Which we'll see. Got to figure out how to price things and make it realistic.
I mean,
but
realistically, even if you can pull in 10K a month, that's still better than what you're doing, isn't it?
yeah, that'd be like double.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think it would be unrealistic to charge 50 or even like 35 grand because
Yeah.
just paint waste. Like I see how much the other paint shops waste, and it just boils my blood, dude. Because there's no reason. There's no reason they should waste like they do.
Yeah.
So if all of the paints are mixed in this 55-gallon drum, how do you get like the desired paint color out of that?
No, that's all the extra. So
Okay.
they just dump it for it to be thrown away because yeah.
And you guys say you use your extra paint?
Yeah, we've never had an excess paint.
Wow.
Nice.
So we use it all. But yeah, like Daniel was doing 84 ounces a week, which isn't quite it. He probably pours 30 or 40 ounces into his drum every week. But I mean, over the course of a year, you'd fill up a 55-gallon drum, which would be $20,000 or better worth of paint,
Yeah.
which is a shit ton.
Yeah.
So proof is in the pudding that you guys are doing well, so that's a good foundation.
Yeah, and we're in the top 100 shops in Gerber most of the year. But that's also, we'd be closer to the top, but our estimators don't get us enough hours. So we're
Nice.
consistently top shops in Gerber, paint-wise.
Yeah.
So
Hell
it's
Sick.
I'm pretty excited to give it a go.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
have to
it's kick
update
ass.
us. Expect an update on that weekly or maybe next
we'll
month.
see. So I got to talk to James at the end of this week. So depending on if anything happens, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
'Cause if it works out, because I don't want to screw my dad and them and just leave for a week,
Yeah.
So I might have to schedule it out. But if it works well and we're not super busy, I could be down in the other shop next week,
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Are you going to do the first shop for free?
Yeah, because I got to have proof that it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just me and my dad being lucky that we have our team,
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, that'll be sweet.
Mm-hmm. Pretty stoked to give it a try.
Yeah, ready to go.
I should be hitting my halfway point on hours
Oh, fuck
quite
yeah.
quickly here.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Go out to dinner or something for that. Updates on you guys?
Starting to get busier. I finally got the schedule I wanted, so
Oh,
that's
heck
nice.
yeah.
Which is what?
Weekends, like weekend nights, like
Wow.
Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday night. And they've consistently been giving me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'll take the Sunday. Sundays usually suck, but, like, I'll take it. Like, the other day we had a party come in, and, it was like a Friday night, and I made 800.
Damn.
It's not
Damn,
bad.
that's
So
awesome.
For
was
an 8-hour shift?
It was more like a 10-hour shift, but
That's still not bad.
Still not bad at all, So
Mhm.
it's been getting busier. I think the numbers are going up if I can just, stick to that and go out less.
Yeah. I was going to say, you got to be racking in the dough. You should start be getting into a busier season again, right?
Yeah, like right now. Like right now is like when we're starting to go up, so that's exciting.
Nice.
Exciting
And then
for
all
me.
through the winter, and then it dies dies like April to June-ish.
Yeah, I think April is when it's just.
Mm.
There
Nice.
should be like 1 or 2 months coming up in the fall that aren't so great, but other than that, hopefully this summer is pretty good. So, haven't seen massive checks yet, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I broke my wrist. And I still work at the same place. That's kind of it.
Sounds good. Well, in that case, we'll wrap it up. Unless you guys have anything else.
No?
Nope.
Okay. See you guys next week, hopefully with a guest. We'll see.
Deuces.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. Thank you for joining us.
See you
Bye.
later.